Folks, welcome. Hope you're doing good. We're going to jump back into it with the other two trends hobbies that I got in. So we did the Huracans in the last video. We're going to do these Porsche Taycans in this video. Yeah, pretty excited for this casting. I probably won't collect all of this casting. I probably won't collect every color that's come out. But I did like these two colors though. Porsche Taycan, I mean, it's electric. I like the Taycan. I think the Taycan is a cool, as far as electric cars go, I think it's pretty cool. And I'm not like the biggest EV hater, but like I definitely don't prefer EVs to like petrol, but yeah, Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. We actually have not gotten this particular version of the Taycan from anyone else, I believe. We have gotten the Porsche Taycan from Mini GT before. I believe I have 4 of them. I might have maybe one other one, but I have these two right here, the Gentian Blue Metallic and the Carmine Red. These are all the Turbo S though. This is the only version of the Taycan that Mini GT has made. And then I also have these two as well. I did pull them out. I kind of want to see how the Trends hobbies sit next to the Mini GTs. Man, these ones are beautiful though. The frozen blue metallic. This is by far like probably like the coolest color of the Taycan. And then this one's also pretty crazy too. The volcano gray. The flake is probably super unrealistic because it's just way too big. But man, isn't that pretty though? Anyways, so there's the Mini GTs in the background. I'm not going to pull those ones out. I think we'll have a fine example with just those two. But yeah, let's jump into it. So, like I said, in the Huracan video, I'll just kind of restate here. There's one thing that I think Trends Hobby could definitely improve on, and it's information on the packaging. So obviously we have the name of the car here, Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. It doesn't really need anything more than that, but I'd like it if they at least like put the color. Like obviously you can look at this and say like, oh, that's purple, or oh, that's green. But typically Porsche has like their own paint codes, unless Trends Hobby isn't really going off Porsche paint codes. And if it's not like an actual Porsche paint code and this is just like a paint to color thing, that's fine too. Just tell us what the color is. Same thing with the race cars. Give us a little bit more information. That's all I'm asking. Just like a little bit more information about like the color for stock things, or if it's a race car, the race and event and drivers, etc. So anyways, yeah, here it is. Pretty nice packaging. It's pretty standard. There's Porsche on the back, Porsche licensing. Looks pretty good. Trends Hobby sticker, warnings and whatnot. So yeah, this has kind of just been their standard packaging, standard box style. I quite like it though. Apparently they're going to be doing some stuff in like acrylic cases. Not really sure. I mean, I guess it's fine. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do kind of like the consistent box style packaging, so I kind of wish they weren't doing that. Like the one that I'm talking about is the Ultraman Lamborghini Huracan is coming in an acrylic instead of just a regular box. Anyways, here they are. So far I'm really liking the colors of these. Here's the box for the green one. So yeah, the purple one is number 104, and then the green one is number 106. So boxes are pretty much the same, all the same information. They do have actual manufacturer codes right here. So the code for the Taycan is 241087, and then the colors are denoted by letters. So I believe this is this is letter A, so this is like first version or first color. And then this is C, so this is third color. I guess there is another one. It might have been an event model. I can't quite remember now, but yeah. So yeah, let's look at them. And I believe these do have opening hoods too. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. So we got Turbo S and Turbo GT now. One of the main things I'm kind of noticing that's different between the S and the GT is the wing and the wheels. I'm not sure if there's any other differences. I'm assuming there probably is. I also do see a little bit of carbon fiber on that B pillar right there. So that is kind of nice. Oh, also the mirrors are carbon as well. And that rear wing. So yeah, it's got some carbon bits for sure. Obviously the wing. I actually think these are really good looking cars. I really do. But yeah, let's the paint. Let's look at the paint. It's very nice metallic purple, like really nice metallic purple. It's got some nice like blues and pinks and all kinds of like different little shades in there. It looks really nice. The flake on it isn't like super big, so it's not like obnoxiously too large for the scale. So overall, pretty nice paint. It looks good. A purple Porsche. And then yeah, the hood opens too, which I want to get open because there's actually a pretty big panel gap on this one, and that might have been from me trying to open it, but I wonder if we can like reset that panel gap. I really don't even know how I'm gonna get this open. Like, I can't get my nail in there. I wonder. Yeah, I don't want to like damage the paint. I can't. I'm kind of struggling to get this open. I don't really want to do this because I don't want to have metal on metal, but I have to try to use my pick. Okay. Kind of got it loose. Get it up just a little more. Okay, man, that's a really tight fit, but like the panel gaps aren't really that good. So yeah, in my opinion, I think opening parts is completely unnecessary for this car. I'm sure some of you will probably agree with me. It's an EV. There's no engine in there. Like, right? I get all the other stuff that actually has things to show. This doesn't have anything. This is literally just a little empty slot for luggage. And I assume the red right there is a strut tower brace that goes kind of across, and it goes a little bit into that little thing, and then like I don't know, there's a couple little splashes of color. Like I really don't feel like this needed opening parts. Oh, also they didn't actually paint the underside of the hood in the same purple color. It's like pink, which I feel like should be purple maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it should have opening parts. Like, yeah, I don't know. And then yeah, the panel gaps on this opening hood are pretty large on this side of the car. This side over here is fine, and it's fine at the front, but there is a pretty big noticeable gap on this side, so I'm not really liking that. Yeah. There was like no point in having opening parts for this one, in my opinion. I don't really see any color on the interior. I think I do see a Porsche badge on the steering wheel, which is nice. Other than that, I think it's all just black. Would have been nice to see some color in there, perhaps. But yeah, overall shape, color of the car looks really good. Headlights are also very clear, and I do see a little bit of like detail back behind the lens. So that's pretty good. Porsche badge printed onto the hood looks nice as well. And then the wheels are also pretty nice, just done in a black. Got the Porsche logo in the center. And then these also have some really nice brake details. So slotted rotors with like a gold caliper. So brake details look awesome. And I'm assuming these also do roll. Yes, they do. They roll quite well. So yeah, wheels and brake details, again, really nice, good paint. It's got the opening part, which I don't think should be there for the Taycan. I think that's kind of a waste, especially with a panel gap like that. That doesn't look too good. I think the green one looks a little better, but so that's probably just an issue with this particular model. But yeah, there's the back. Let's look at the taillights. Taillights look pretty good. Nice acrylic piece going all the way across. There is like a little bit of residue or something in the center right there where the Porsche lettering is, so that doesn't look super great. You got Turbo GT lettering, Taycan on the license plate. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Not really a big fan of this thing on that taillight though. That kind of sucks. It's just like foggy or something right over the R and the S right there in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that big panel gap. The color and everything and all the other detail is quite nice, but yeah, I don't feel like these need opening parts. Overall, it's pretty good. And I feel like next to the Mini GT, I feel like they look nice sitting like side by side, which is kind of what I'm after. Yeah, panel gap just really doesn't look good. Like when you look at the Mini GT's hood, because I mean the front end of these are pretty much the same. When you look at the Mini GT's hood compared to the Trends Hobby, it's like, panel gaps don't really look that good. And if there was like an engine in there, with like some nice detail, I could live with it, but there's nothing in there. It's kind of my big problem, I guess. Anyways, let's look at the green one now. So, it's almost like this is a very dark green, actually. It does not look to be metallic. This actually is just a glossy paint. And looking at the hood, yeah, it's still got that same weird large panel gap on this side of the car. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. Why would they, why do we have to make an ugly panel gap for literally no detail? I don't even feel like opening it, to be honest with you. I don't want to scratch the paint. But yeah, there's nothing in there. It's going to be the same exact like space as the purple one. I mean, aside from that, I really like the color combo of this one with the bronze wheels. It's got nice brake details again. I see a red caliper, really nice drilled rotor. It's got the carbon fiber on the mirrors and the rear wing and that pillar right there. Yeah, the taillight looks much better on this one. You can actually clearly read the Porsche lettering on this. So that's good. So it must have just been an issue with that one. Yeah, everything on these cars looks pretty dang good, except for that panel gap on the hood. I'm really not digging that. If there was more, like if there's more stuff going on in the front section of the car on the Taycan and they actually did some cool detail in there, that would, I feel like it offset it a little bit. But, and like, that's not Trends Hobby's fault that there's nothing in the front of this car. It's an EV. That's just how it is. But at the same time, like, why do an opening part? It doesn't need an opening part. Like, an opening part on an EV doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. So, yeah. And I wouldn't really be complaining about it if the panel gap wasn't so large, but that panel gap is like just not really good in my opinion. Like, look at that. It's like a canyon. Yeah. So, like, overall, these are actually pretty good castings, and I do like them. Just not a fan of the opening parts on this one, and I think that's fine, right? I think that's fine. EVs don't need opening parts. I feel like that's a pretty fair argument. And like, yeah, if you wanted to keep the hood open as like you're displaying it, cool. But like, it's an EV. There's nothing to look at. Like, why display it with the hood open? I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts on it. Overall, these are still pretty good models. These definitely don't seem quite as well done as the Huracans that we looked at yesterday. I definitely liked those way more. Those were actually perfect. There was not a single thing wrong with either of my models. Not a single thing I would do better. These, I definitely do feel like have room for improvement. Like, obviously, the quality control issue on the backlight on this purple one. And then just panel gaps, not very good. So, yeah, I still think they're good models. If you really want some Taycan Turbo GTs, I definitely recommend them. I feel like they do look fairly good sitting next to the Mini GTs. So, yeah, they're fine. They're pretty good. You also have to realize, if anyone is even still here at this point, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. The cost of these was $9 each. So these are cheaper than Mini GTs. Like $9 each. I think RC Mart has them for $10 now. I think they raised their price $1 after the actual release. But yeah, I paid $9 for these. So I feel like with the brake details and everything, these feel really solid for the price. And for $9, I feel like I shouldn't complain about the panel gaps too much, but also I still think my points are kind of valid. But yeah, for $9, I feel like these are pretty good, especially because some of the, and these aren't the same, right? Turbo S versus GT, but a lot of the Mini GT Taycans are kind of expensive now. So like, if you're missing a Taycan in your collection, I definitely feel like they're worth it. Just know that apparently we might have some quality control issues on like the back lights, and there's panel gaps are not very well done on the hood. That's really my only two complaints. And the thing with the rear light isn't even really, that's just kind of a nitpick. It's really just the panel gaps. That's like my biggest pet peeve about any model with opening parts, not even just Trends Hobby. I don't like big ugly panel gaps. For me, I'd rather not have the opening part and eliminate the panel gaps, right? I would prefer a static model over just not good execution, basically. So, yeah, that's kind of my final thoughts. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments below. They're pretty nice. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'll catch you in the next one.